Welcome back to another video. Anime Down here, and we are doing What If Naruto Had a Water Spirit Part 7. And yeah, we getting into this video. This is part 7 of What If Naruto Had a Water Spirit. In the last video, we were talking about how Orochimaru was observing the fight between Naruto, Naruto and Kurama, Sasuke, and Nami against the water spirit. Of course, this is not a true fight, but it's training, and this type of training is can take your life. So the water spirit is not going easy on Naruto, and Naruto is using some of Kurama's power. Well, is trying to. The bond hasn't built much yet. So Orochimaru continued to observe as Naruto then gets a bit angry, as if he feels as if he has gotten no progress throughout this whole fight, while Sasuke has gotten his Sharingan, both of his Sharingan to 2 Tomoe, making him even stronger, and Nami has been able to use her chakra even more, gotten more like chakra, like she's able to use chakra even for longer times, and her mind transfer and her special jutsu can actually affect the water spirit a bit. And Naruto feels left out. He feels like even with such strong power, even with Kurama at his side, they have not gotten any progress whatsoever. Even though this fight has been lasting a week. So then Naruto then gets angry and asks Kurama, may I please have some of your powers? The Nine-Tail says, let's do this, Naruto. I'm tired of this brat punching us, this stupid cat punching us around. Naruto then asks just for a little bit of Kurama's chakra. Then Naruto has a aura around him, an orange aura full of, it's like evil chakra. Nami senses this and can sense that this chakra is different than any chakras they sensed from Naruto before. The cat spirit's chakra is pure, and like peaceful and calm. And Naruto's chakra, of course, is peaceful and calm also. But this chakra is rough, enraged, and evil. But with this, Kurama, when he's in his cat spirit aura state, he's like calm and he's like in like a whole thing. But with the Kurama Nine-Tail state, Naruto's in like this whole stage full of strength, rage, and like roughness. So there's not really any like special movements of him. He does move differently. Like he moves like kind of like he's a fox, like an animal kind of. Like when he runs like that. So yeah. He jumps up to the water spirit and does a humongous punch mid-air. Like the punch is to air, but it's like a wind punch, and it punches the cat and it hits the cat. The cat is actually pretty happy seeing this, that they've gotten a little bit of progress. He wanted to see at least a little bit of progress in a week, though. Keep in mind, this is a week, and he's already learning how to use Kurama's power. He already used Kurama's powers. And then Naruto then weaves a sign and uses a water dragon jutsu, knowing it'll be useless, but he uses it as a distraction. Naruto then weaves a earth style jutsu. Not Naruto. Nami weaves a earth style jutsu to weaken up the water spirit. And like keep in mind, it's not just a red aura around him. A chakra aura around him. It's also like QB influence. So his eyes are like that. So he's like angry and stuff like that, and he's extra strong. Like when he was against Orochimaru in the original in the show. You know what I'm saying? If you guys watch it, you know what I'm talking about. QB influence Naruto. So yeah, Naruto over here smacking his cat around the place, and Sasuke over here is working on some electricity jutsu he can use against the cat, and Nami's using mud style jutsus from earth style mud style, so she can weaken the cat also. And plus Naruto's very strong attacks, they're pretty much unstoppable. But then the cat spirit gets annoyed. Well, not annoyed. He says, I pity you 3. You guys may be strong for your age and maybe even strong as your village. But as I tell you this now, you won't be beating me with that kind of strength. And then the cat sits there and he closes his eyes. And then with his mouth he spits out loads of water, and it's not normal. It's not normal type of water. This water it goes, it's like a giant tsunami of water, and as it goes over, it even freezes. This is when Naruto figures out that that the cat spirit can freeze the water, so he can use an ice type move. So keep in mind, remember, as we talking about, there's other spirits like the water spirit. There's an earth spirit, there's a lightning spirit, there's a wind spirit, and there's a fire spirit. So they each have their own type of strands of power. About that, but like, yeah, they have their own strands of power. It's not like it's just water itself, but you know how what's it called, the I think it's the seven tails. I think, yeah, the seven tails. I think so, or like the six tails. It can use what's it called, boil release. Well, one of them could use boil release. So can this water spirit, because the water spirit can use anything related to water. So she can use boil release, ice release. So there's multiple things to these water spirits, okay? But for a human with a water spirit inside of them, which is a super rare thing, usually it's rare for you. Like, well, it's not rare, but they're always in the human. Like, when a human's born, they come into the human as on their own will, as their own will. They're that powerful. So keep in mind, they can do anything in water. Here, let me try to think. Like, it's not like he's Avatar, so he can't just like grab water out of nowhere. But no, he can like make water out of thin air because he's corrupt about it. He has the water spirit in him. So yeah, he can do water style jutsu super easily without a problem. So yeah, in the future, Naruto will be able to use boil release and ice release. And so now let's get back into the play. So yeah, he released this giant wave of tsunami, and it freezes over everything there. Luckily, it's not around any places or village nearby at all, because they didn't want him to see anything. But keep in mind, they're all trapped in this ice. Naruto, though, with his QB influence, easily runs straight through this ice and gets Sasuke and Nami out. But he's kind of corrupted, so he's like, "Do your job." So he's like all pissed off and angry, and then he jumps up and punches the water spirit in his face. The water spirit swipes and knocks Naruto back, and Naruto hits his head pretty hard on the ground. Chibi influence mode wears off in Naruto. It's just, "Thank you, Kurama, for the power, but I don't think I can handle this strength yet." Well, no, he doesn't say that. He says, I think you've done enough." And yeah, he wakes up with a big sharp pain in his head. It's not like he was out for a lot. He was only out for like 10 seconds. But yeah, Nami, on the other hand, she's not passed out, but she's exhausted, and Sasuke is tired. The week finally ends with each of them getting their own power up. They each can use their they each can use their summonings at their own will, so they're chilling. They can summon anyone they want at their own will. Naruto can summon the chief cat. Sasuke summon the chief hawk, and what's that? Nami can summon the chief. So yeah, my thing cut off again. So yeah, basically they go back to the village and meet up with Kakashi, and they all are excited for the final part of Shunin Exam and are ready to be Shunin. But deep down, Sasuke, Naruto, and Nami know that they might have to desert the village, even no matter what happens, just so they can protect it. They know that something's bad gonna happen because Lord Orochimaru is there. But as long as it can help them protect the village, they're perfectly fine with it. In the future, of course. So yeah, they get there, and it's time for the final part of these Shunin exams. I'm gonna switch things a bit up though. What's it called? Instead of Naruto fighting Neji, it's gonna be Nami fighting Neji. Cause I feel like Nami can do more, should have a bit of spotlight, and it's gonna be Sasuke versus Gar again, and Naruto versus Tamari and Kankuro at the same time. Because he is the son of the Hokage, and he is very strong and advanced for his age, especially. Well, all of them are. So yeah. So the first match is Nami versus Neji. Neji in this is actually pretty worried, but not too worried because he knows that him and his Byakugan are very skilled. Nami on the other hand ain't worried whatsoever. She thinks she's gonna win easily. So yeah, the fight begins, and Neji instantly uses two of his fingers to instantly hit a chakra point of Nami's. This chakra point is in Nami's arm. So Nami is not able to use her arm. Nami smiles and says, I guess this fight isn't gonna be as easy. Weaving some signs in her hand, Neji is wondering what she's about to do. And then she puts her hand on the ground. The ground moves and shakes under, and it like grabs into the ground. It grabs Neji into the ground. So Neji is now stuck underground. But as she does this, Neji sees the weak spots of the chakra inside of the jutsu and gets out instantly. And as he jumps up, he kicks Nami in her chin. So Nami knows this fight will not be easy whatsoever. Nami then weaves some more signs and uses what's called a strengthening jutsu on herself so she can be strong enough to parallel that of Neji's attacks. As they're boxing at the moment. They over here taijutsu style. Because, Nami good with taijutsu. And then Nami then jumps back, grabs the kunai at her back, charges it with electricity, and throws it at Neji. It doesn't even hit Neji because Neji's chakra Byakugan, he sees the chakra around the blade and dodges it almost instantly. Dodges it with no hesitation, with no heart in it. It's not hard for him at all. Neji then jumps up and uses 64 palms on Nami. But it turns out that of what Neji was hitting was a regular clone. So it dispersed immediately before he could even really hit it. Then behind, Nami is powering up not powering up whatsoever. She's weaving a sign, and this is a sign only the Kage and some other ninjas see. And in the crowd they yell, "Summoning jutsu? There's no way." And Nami summons not chief deer, but a deer, a big-sized deer. She rides on top of it as the deer moves at high speeds. As the deer is moving at high speeds, the deer is moving so fast to the point where the deer is moving so fast to the point where that Neji can't even really detect it. But Neji, of course, he has good eyes, so he can kinda sense or see where it's gonna go. But Neji, in the end, was hit with a horn straight through the stomach and has lost the match. No, Neji is not dead, but he is pierced. He is still pierced in his chest, like the other 5 times. No disrespect to Neji fans, but bro really got hit with sticks 2 times in a whole series. And the second time he died to it. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. My bad about that. So yeah, Nami smacked Neji. And by the end of the fight, Nami's arm barely started to come back to Naruto, she says. It was a pretty fun fight, but how could I say this? I didn't do my best whatsoever. She says to Neji, I could have ended this fight super quickly. You have all this pride and stuff, as I saw in the fight with you and Hinata, but you couldn't even beat a mere Yamanaka clan member as a Hyuga, and you guys are the strongest clan. Let Hinata take a chill pill, okay? You need to take a chill pill and chill out. Let Hinata be herself. Neji takes these words to heart and says, and then Nami then says, oh, and I heard you say something about fate. Fate is the worst thing I've heard in my life. Nobody has a certain fate. Nobody whatsoever has their own type of fate. everybody has their own decision and their decisions happen whatsoever. So you cannot tell somebody what their fate is when they can change what happens instantaneously or any way they want. You hear that, Neji? Well, even if you don't, I know somebody here did. And those people who agree with you, they better not, or I'll come for them. And then y'all might be like, why is this girl Nami saying all this? Like, is she Naruto? No. But it has something to do with her backstory. But, we're not getting into her backstory yet. I'm just saying. And now, it's time for the fight between Angara and Sasuke. And this is where I'm going to end the video. Yes. I know, it's like, bro, right when Sasuke versus Gaara about to start, you really got to do it like that. You don't get this other fight. We ain't even worried about it. We trying to see Sasuke versus Gaara. We trying to beat Naruto versus Tamari and Kankuro. And I'm like, so I'm going to let you guys know this now. Y'all are late. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, you can wait to the next video, which is also today. So, what about that? But yeah, this is where we're ending the video. So yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my daily uploads. And yeah, peace out. See you in the next one.